Hey, if you have anterior pelvic tilt, don't stretch your hamstring. I know what you're saying right now though, but Dr. Story, my hamstrings feel so tight. They feel like they need to be stretched out. There's a reason for that. When you have an anterior pelvic tilt, the two ends where the hamstrings are connected are being pulled apart. So if this rubber band represents your hamstrings, the two ends being pulled apart is like this. Well, of course your hamstrings feel tight. They feel tight because they're being pulled at both ends. If they feel tight though, the worst thing that you could do is stretch your hamstrings more. Don't do that. What you need to do is you need to fix that anterior pelvic tilt. Now there's two reasons why a person would have anterior pelvic tilt. Either it's a muscular problem or a joint problem. Let's discuss the muscular problem first. If you have an anterior pelvic tilt and you have this Donald Duck shape to your back, then what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to do two things. You can strengthen the lower abdominal muscles, but I have found that the first two seem to make a world of difference for people. You're going to need to stretch the hip flexors, of which I have a video regarding that. So what you should do is go to my channel, go to the area that says videos, and just scroll down and look for it. The other thing is you need to do bridges or any type of exercise that strengthens the gluteal muscles, the buttocks as they call them. So by stretching your psoas or your hip flexors, as well as strengthening the actual muscles of your buttocks, right there, those are two very simple exercises that you can do. The second thing is it could be caused from a joint problem. Now some people have what's called an upslip. The osteopaths call it an upslip. Chiropractors will call it an AS ilium. And this is where your pelvis on one side of the joints is actually locked up. It's like someone literally poured glue inside the joint. So when you move your pelvis, the pelvis doesn't move on one side. That is bad. You can't fix that yourself as much as people try to fix it themselves. You can't fix it yourself. You need someone skilled in the manual arts and manual adjusting to correct that anterior superior iliac spine. And once that happens, the pelvis can rotate better, and then it literally takes your hamstrings and does that to them and relaxes them, and the hamstring tightness goes away. So if you have anterior pelvic tilt, do not stretch your hamstrings. It is not a good idea. It does not help. It just takes something that's already stretched, that feels tight, and the reason it feels tight is because it's already being stretched, and you trying to stretch it does not help at all. So if you found this video interesting, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. If you have any specific questions in regard to this, ask in the comments section below, and I'd be happy to answer it for you.